Shazam is the latest DC superhero movie. This one takes a page out of Deadpool's playbook and pokes a lot of fun at the genre while still following the same origin story plot points of the comic book movies we've all come to know and love.
This movie sure did bring the giggle bits. The teenage boys that were the focus of the movie, they cracked jokes and made meta references left and right. Some of them were pretty funny. Some of them were just a little too childish for my taste.
There were definitely some comedic bits that would have worked better in an R-rated film like Deadpool. You know, a 15-year-old boy just suddenly becomes a super powerful grown adult, that just screams R-rated comedy.
I had no idea who Shazam was. I didn't even know he's a DC comic book character until I saw the DC logo in the beginning of the movie, so I really didn't have any idea what was going to happen. But as the story progressed, I soon realized that the filmmakers are going to make the same exact decisions that all of these movies make, so as the movie went on, it became less and less suspenseful.
The story is pretty much the same as every comic book movie, but the cast is what made this one entertaining.
I wasn't expecting on enjoying this movie, but it actually wasn't as bad as I thought. Sure, it was filled with every movie cliche there is, but the cast just felt right in all of the parts.
Zachary Levi as Shazam and Jack Dylan Grazer, who plays his buddy Freddy, they worked perfectly together. Their chemistry kind of reminded me of Superbad.
Even Mark Strong, playing this stereotypical villain, felt right in this movie.
Shazam and the villain, whose name I can't remember, so we'll call him Mark Strong, they had the same powers, so it was like watching Superman fight Superman. You know, they were fighting, but no one was winning. It almost made the fighting seem like it was pointless, which that should never happen.
Because Shazam and Dr. Thaddeus had the same powers, there's a little bit of suspense on how they would resolve the final battle, but just like they did in the rest of the film, they chose the most obvious solution.
It was lighthearted and entertaining. Nothing special, but not disappointing. 8 out of 10.
They made a lot of jokes in this movie, and I laughed at some of them, but I think the target audience is a lot younger than me. 7 out of 10.
There were several ways this movie could have ended, and of course they picked the most obvious one, which at the same time, while it was heartwarming, it wasn't shocking or suspenseful at all, so 5 out of 10.
This movie was pretty confusing to me because there was a lot of action sequences, but there was no winner, so it was pointless. 7 out of 10.
I enjoyed a lot more with this movie than I expected, however, that doesn't stop the fact that it's filled with every single movie cliche there is. 5 out of 10. We here at Who's Review give Shazam the overall rating of Deadpool for the kiddies. It's your standard comic book origin story with a little bit of super bad teenage antics thrown in. The meta jokes are more cute than hard-hitting like Deadpool, but they also really don't feel as forced as they do with the work with the mouth. It's more lighthearted than the rest of the DC universe, even poking fun at Aquaman in the post-credits scene, which is nice, but, you know, I don't know. It doesn't have that sense of purpose that the Marvel movies offer. Well, that's our review. Let us see yours. Post your own thoughts and share your own video reviews in the comments below, and stay up to date with all things through our social media. And as always, thanks for checking us out here at Who's Review, where everyone's a critic.